And I think it's very important for everybody to be engaged because that everybody's on the same page.
It's about, who's willing to change gears at the right time.
Go out, go have fun, and just take it to them.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Zac Bruney Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head football coach Zac Bruney. And Zach, got your home opener on Saturday. Couple of good things, but not the result you wanted. Talk about overall what you saw from your team as they kind of bounced back from Clarion.
Well, we played good at spurts, and we didn't play good in spurts. That's a good team we played on Saturday night. Well coached, very disciplined, got some good players. We just consistently have to be better across the board for 4 full quarters to have a better opportunity to win. We played hard. We didn't play particularly smart at times, had some unforced errors, but all things are correctable if you have the right mindset and, open to growth and improvement, and we have that. We had a better week of practice last week. We played better, I think, from weeks 0 to 1, game 1 to 2. We just didn't string it together for 4 full quarters against a good team, and we had plenty of opportunities. So we're back. We're back to work today and studying our next opponent, Lake Erie, and we look forward to getting back out there on Saturday.
Playing under the lights in your home opener. Talk about what it was like playing in front of your home fans and kind of the atmosphere they created.
Well, it was a good crowd. Definitely, there's a lot of good energy in the crowd, and our guys, are always excited to play at home. We have to play better. It's you can create momentum in a home game with a home crowd if things are going your way, and if you can create more positive plays on the field. I think the crowd feeds off of that, and the team feeds off the crowd, and the crowd feeds off the play. So it was good to be at home. It was good to get an opener under our belts, in that regard. But overall, to feed off the energy of a crowd, we have to play a little better.
Strong individual performance on defense from Leonard Sherrod, set the single game tackle record with 18. Talk about him and how he was able to fly around.
Well, schematically, him and Cam Reynolds both had assignments to aggressively play the run, kind of in our game plan. They had 2 very capable backs. They had a capable quarterback of running the football, which we saw, on film and then in person Saturday night. They had a really capable rushing attack. We held their rushing attack in check. They rushed the ball, I think, close to 50 times. They gained yards. The yards per carry wasn't all that high, which means, we did a pretty good job of holding them, down in the explosive run category. Leonard did a great job of coming down in the box, making plays, being aggressive, being the type of player that we know he can be and what he's coached to be. And the defense overall did a good job of stopping the run for the most part, but we got to get some things cleaned up, schematically and then also assignment-wise, and we got to play a little better against the pass. But proud of the effort Leonard gave, and the defense as a whole played hard for all 4 quarters.
On the offensive side, you guys got a little bit of a spark there from Adeo Lanigan, had some big pass plays out there, and then Landon Lutz finished strong on that last touchdown drive. Talk about the 2 quarterbacks and kind of how they play off each other.
Well, both guys have capabilities to help our team win. And, the quarterback position is unique in the fact that you don't think about 2 different guys playing, but, just like any other position, if 2 guys, are capable of playing the position at a high level and both guys have the capability of helping our team win, then, they're both going to get opportunities. They both did some really good things, and they both did some things that we have to get corrected and we got to be better at. But that's an all-encompassing thing on offense. More consistency is needed. We had a good week of practice. We got to practice better, of course, though, to win, and we have to play better to win. But Ade and Landon both did some really good things, and but they both made some mistakes that are correctable off of film and off of more practice and more reps. So, it was more of a feel thing on Saturday, I think, based on who was playing better. Ade had a pretty strong first half, and then Landon gave us a spark there towards the end of the game when we, trying to get back in it, and both made capable plays. And going forward, we'll just whoever's performing the best will get the most opportunities.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head football coach Zac Bruney. And Zac, heading into your Week 2 matchup, your third game of the year, Lake Erie, a team with their head coach who used to be on their staff. For you, what's that like seeing some of the guys that you coach kind of go on and be successful in their careers?
Well, Coach Price, number one, is a great guy, and I got a lot of respect for him. You know, we're friends. Our wives are friends. His kids are about the same age as my kids. He was on the original staff with us back in 2018 and 2019. So there's some history there. He's doing a good job at Lake Erie trying to kind of rejuvenate and reinvigorate that program with his own personal style. Really proud of him, and really proud of all the coaches that might have come through at one point in time in our program in a short amount of time that are doing other things in their professional careers, whether it's head coaches or assistant coaches, grad assistants, whatever it may be. High school coaches as well. We've had some former coaches on high school staffs now and are head coaches. So it's a point of pride, just like when your players move on and can be successful in life after graduation in whatever professional endeavors they choose to take on. It means we've had good men in our program, and Coach Price is one of them, and we'll look forward to, a good game with those guys on Saturday.
And talk a little bit about the Storm this week. Guys going on the road to Lake Erie. Talk about some of the things they do that's going to cause a challenge this week.
Well, they're athletic. They got some guys that are long and can run on defense. They had a tough opener against Fair State, which is clearly the best team in Division II football and have been for the past, close to a decade. That film of them is, they're competing very hard. They took an early lead. Their guys played hard throughout the game. Fair State is unique on offense because they have a pretty unique system that not a lot of people run. But defensively they played hard, and offensively they got some capable guys because they have some young men in their program, older guys that were at Notre Dame College at one point. The offensive line coach and offensive coordinator there, Coach Robertson, was a coach and an assistant at Notre Dame. Our paths have crossed in coaching against them in the past when he was at Notre Dame. So they're well coached. They've played one game versus us playing two games. So they have one film to evaluate. We have two. But most teams make a big improvement from that first to second game. So we're going to expect their best. They get another home game, a new opponent. First time our two teams have matched up in our school history. So I'm sure they're going to be excited to play and ready to play, and they're going to be improved come this weekend.
And finally, here in September, you guys are on the road for the rest of the month, not coming back till October 4th. Talk about how you guys are going to handle this long road trip and kind of handle your business away from the field.
Well, just like anything else, you just got to go play the game where it's scheduled to be played, whether it's away, home, in a parking lot or in a playground somewhere. You have to just approach your preparation the same and stay consistent with it. We've handled road trips very well. Our first road trip of the season didn't end how we want from a score standpoint, but our guys know how to travel. They know it's a business trip. We'll have, 2 business trips coming up over the next couple weekends and then a bye week before we get it home. So it does seem like a long stretch, but, this is how the schedule fell this year. Some years we get, long stands at home. Sometimes you get 3 or 4 games, out of your first 5 or 6 on the road. It's the same for everybody, right? Every year you're either going to have 6 home games or 5 home games, 6 away games or 5 away games. So you just have to handle it accordingly, keep your preparation, and stay entrenched in your process, and our guys will do that, and I think we'll be fine.
Thanks, Zac. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zac Ziegler.
And I think it's very important for everybody to be engaged because everybody's on the same page.
It's about, who's willing to change gears at the right time.
Go out, go have fun, and just take it to them.